Hi, let's do a trade recap for yesterday. I didn't trade yesterday. I also didn't do a recap yesterday, so I wanted to do that today. It's currently 9 o'clock my time right now. There's news coming out right now. I think it was supposed to come out. Let's see if it came out today. It's currently Thursday. This trade recap is for... Yeah, okay, the news didn't come out. Cool. The trade recap is for Wednesday night. What am I saying? Wednesday night. So that's the 15th of October. I didn't take a trade, and I'll show you guys why. So we could see that price made an indication above this level in the morning in Asia session, and then retraced underneath this level in London session. And this is the setup that I like to see. But usually what I like to see is some bullish structure before price re-enters above this level and chases price to the indication. So usually I like to see price get back above this level, enter here, stop loss here, hello, take profit here, and that's usually how I like to have my setups. But obviously you can see price went below the level, so I'm going to show you guys why I didn't take a trade even though price did enter below that level. So we'll go down to the 30-minute I'm just going to go down from the 1 hour, because I showed you guys on the 1 hour. I'm going to go to 30, the 15, and then the 5 minutes, so that we can keep adding more information as we go. So we can see that price was making bullish structure. The price action was extremely clean up until this point. Keyword, up until this point, because price did get a little bit hard to read once it got past this point, because it made this big move down. Obviously it's made this massive wick here and has just chased price straight back up above the level. So within the 1 hour, within the 30-minute, price literally just made a wick down below the level and then just went straight back up. And you can see that it's opened up and it's continued to push up. And then it went down. So if we're talking about candle closes, like, okay, we've made a low, a lower high, and a lower low. And that's all well and good, but then price never went and formed a lower high and a lower low. So what I was watching when I was in London session, because this blue thing is London session, I was like, okay, so price clearly made this low, but we can't really take a trade off of that. So we're going to use the candle closes, and we can see it's forming a downtrend. And once it got to this point and it broke this high, I was like, okay, what am I going to do here? Like, there's not much I can do here. So price broke this high. I saw price was going back to bullish, so there wasn't really anything I could do about it. And then it formed a higher low, and it was pretty choppy price action in this range, I'd say. My sister called me, I forgot what I was talking about, but you can see that price got pretty choppy because it broke a high. Actually, no, it just made a new swing high. So it just broke a high, so it was saying that price was going bullish, and then it made a higher low, and it pushed up and made another high. So, I mean, we'll just scale it again so you can see more of why I didn't take an entry. Here's that candle again. It just wicks down, even on the 15-minute. It's still got a massive wick, and there's no candle closure anywhere near the level. And again, even if we're looking at this one, we're not seeing any bullish structure. If I were to take a trade, if I were to have taken a trade, it would have needed it to be like here. And we can both see very clearly, even if I put it at a swing low, I would have gotten stopped out. But this is a level that I would use on my strategy, and I wouldn't have gotten stopped out. It would have been a winner, but it's a 0.5 RR, so what is the point in even doing that trade? Like, there's really no point. If I'm going to be risking more than I could potentially make, it's just not a trade that's worth taking, in my opinion. And then if you go down on the 5-minute, we can see again, it's still wicking down. Like, there's not even a 5-minute candle closure below the level, and then we made that bullish structure, and then we have this kind of little choppy area, and then again we don't know if this here is a lower high. To continue back lower, we needed to see a candle close above these levels here, because why would we take a buy here based off of, like, say, a candle breaking here, if we know that we have sellers sitting here? Like, I guess we could have, but why am I targeting this level? That's not ICC, this is ICC. So even though hindsight, we can see that it ended up reaching the level, but if we're looking from this level, we don't know if price is making a lower high, and there's nothing telling us that. So that would just be like me predicting the market, which isn't productive at all. And yeah, I mean, we can see that this is a pretty strong level of support, actually. If you look there, some strong buyers sitting there. Like, even when price broke above this level, see that it came back here to test that support. I swear there was another strategy that Sky did where he saw a break and then he would buy the next breakout. But that's not what I'm trading. I'm trading the ICC setup, which obviously isn't here. Let's do the journaling for yesterday. So I'm going to load up my template. Okay, obviously it was Wednesday, and then I was trading the call, like always. I observed an indication and correction. The reason for sitting out was there was no clear continuation, and the continuation we got was late. And would have given a 1 to 0.5. I don't know if it's that way or the other way. Let's just put that, which wouldn't obviously have been worth it. So we didn't take a trade, so none of these I need to journal. My emotions, I was pretty calm because we had power speaking. So I already went into the day thinking I'm not going to take a trade unless it's super clear. So, because we had power speaking, I don't know if that's how you spell his name. I don't think so. I was pretty calm and not too eager to jump into the charts. So I was pretty calm with the price action that I was given, and I didn't feel too tempted to get in. So I did obviously follow my plan. I guess the mistakes that I had was the fact that I didn't do my affirmations or my notes, my back testing. No, I didn't take notes on an ICC video. I did a psychology video, so I still studied, but I didn't do all the studying that I wanted to do, so probably not doing my daily routine. And then because of that, I'm going to give myself an 8 discipline rating because I was super calm during the session. Everything actively in the chart was really good. It was literally just not doing my daily routine, which is still important, so that's why I'm not giving myself a 10 out of 10. Key takeaway is probably how little price moved. I'm pretty sure it was yesterday that power was speaking. Let me double check. No, it was the day before. My bad. I was gonna say how little the markets moved, and then I took the assumption that it was because of news, but obviously if power didn't speak, then I can't say that. But I mean, it barely moved, like compared to Asia. Oh, my laptop's gonna die. Key takeaways. I guess the big wick correction to, I guess, look into more and back test, because I've never experienced a correction with a wick like that. So yeah, and then what I'll do better tomorrow is just my daily routine. Because I feel like what I actually did with the charts was pretty good. I'm gonna do a screenshot. Obviously, I'm in replay right now, but that's because it's obviously Thursday and not Wednesday. Oh, got that big notification on my chart. So I put it in replay so that it was just clear and I didn't get I wasn't looking too far into the future doing my trade recap because I don't really think that's productive. But yeah, I guess that's the charts. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not really much to say about this trading day. I didn't take a trade, and price action wasn't really doing anything. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.